Hey man, say man, back at y'all again today with another video. Today I'll be giving you a full walkthrough tour of the Oizumigakuen hard-off store. This place was absolutely massive, and boy did they have some hidden gems to be found. Last time I was at this store, I got a US NTSC copy of Pokemon Leaf Green in English. Today, let's see what we can find. It's pretty easy to tell. There's no secret that this store has a wide variety of Pokemon games. Just look at those stacks of loose cartridges. They even had one for the Pokemon Mini. The main reason I came back to this store was to see if they still had this CIB copy of Pokemon Red. And it looks like they still do. It's just 9,900 yen. I might have to pick that up today. For now, there's still a lot more to see, so let's go ahead and continue on with the walkthrough of this store. Here in their featured showcase, they have a wide variety of games from all different consoles. GameCube, Famicom, Game Boy, they have just about everything in this case. The prices at this store are pretty fair too. They're not the best prices we've seen, but they're certainly not the worst. And would you look at that, a Mother 3 Special Edition Micro for 200,000 yen. OMG. The showcases aren't the only place in this store that you can find some heat. I mean, just take a look at the wall. You never know, you just might find your favorite game hanging right in front of your face for 500 yen. Speaking about that, what is your favorite game? Comment down below, and if you've been enjoying this video so far, please consider subscribing to the channel for more Japan vlogs. Now let's go take a look at this console section. This place has a huge selection of handhelds too, so you're not going to want to miss that. Right off the bat, I am noticing that Death Stranding PS4, we have a Crystal Blue PS2, and multiple different box consoles on the top. An Ice Blue 64 is one of my favorite colorways, and not only do they have that loose, but they also have that box. The GameCubes here at this specific location are pretty expensive, but they do have one with the Game Boy player for 27,500. And since I was talking about that Ice Blue 64, here's a look at that console complete in box for the same price. It's also 27,500. My favorite item in this console section by far was this complete GameCube with the stand and controller holder, complete with two controllers, Game Boy player, and disc for just 16,500 yen. That's honestly a pretty sweet deal. And it's not every day that you see a CIB Neo Geo anymore. Of course, they have a bunch of Denshin Go controllers, and they also have a bunch of loose Game Boy cartridges. Check it out, they have a pretty good selection for Pokemon games. Pokemon Silver and Gold could both be had for 1,100 yen or less, while copies of Pokemon Blue and other mainline titles ran you at least 1,650. One thing to keep in mind is that they definitely had a pretty good amount of each title, so no matter when you're seeing this video, they'll probably be able to get you taken care of if you go visit this hard off. That copy of Moon right there is also a very good price. A 3DS copy of Moon for 880 yen, that's pretty hard to beat. I think it's about time we go check out some of those handheld consoles now. Trust me when I say this showcase is just as loaded as the last one. Anything from a Kingdom Hearts 3DS, a Hello Kitty Game Boy Pocket, or even a Giants Custom Edition Game Boy Advance for just 44,000 yen. They had some items in this case that you just really don't see anywhere else. That's part of the beauty of a hard off store. You really don't know what you're gonna get once you walk in these doors. I've purchased things as small as a gachapon keychain for 110 yen and as large as a huge piece of luggage like a 28-inch for 1,500 yen. You really never know what you're gonna find in a hard off store. It's just about time to make our way over to the junk section. But before we do that, let me go walk through the game walls for you and show you a detailed look at all the different games they have available. Please feel free to pause this video at any time, that way you can read the spine cards on the back of these games, because there definitely is a lot to see. There's no way I could absolutely read off all these games to you guys. That's why I went ahead to make sure and go as slow as possible, so hopefully you'll be able to make out the titles on these games. Another thing to keep in mind is if you're not the best at reading kanji yet, I know it does take a lot of practice, and I'm currently practicing myself. Be sure to use Google Lens. That's an app for Google Translate, that way you know what you're buying ahead of time. Now that we've made it through the PlayStation section, we're on the Nintendo walls, and you know I'm a Pokemon collector, so I gotta point those out anytime I see them. They also do have a bunch of different Nintendo cartridges here in this mini showcase. It's right above all their complete in box old software that isn't cased up. As time goes on, we're going to start seeing a lot more stuff for the Nintendo Switch 2 in these showcases too. I can't wait to see that. It's only a matter of time. This is the only iPod I did see in the main floor, and for now, let me go ahead and swap out my battery and I'll be right back. This is the part of the video I know a lot of y'all have been waiting for. Let's get straight on over to the junk section. This junk section was awesome. It did not disappoint, and you can tell when you walk in. Look at the stacks of GameCubes, PlayStations, Nintendos, and even a Dreamcast. Something that I don't normally see at a lot of hard offs is empty boxes. Here in this junk section, they did have a bunch of different empty boxes for collectors like myself who do happen to need a box for their collection. I don't know how I overlooked it on the first lap around, but you can see it right there on the top. There is a box for a red Nintendo DS, and I just purchased one of those a couple videos back. So you know I gotta pick that up. The boxes for these PlayStations here are just the same. They are empty boxes as well. When I first saw it, I thought it might be a complete console for that low of a price. So I definitely grabbed it, and it was an empty box. At every hard off junk section, you'll find the notorious blue bins. And these blue bins, they all have them priced different, but most stores have them rubber banded or individually price labeled. That way you know how much each item is. The way it works is these signs that are posted up have 3 different colors on them. Each color indicates a different price. You can see that the lowest price is 110 yen, mid price was 330, and the highest price is 550. Those colors indicate the color of the rubber band that will be wrapped around whichever item you're looking at. I love when junk sections are organized like this, and of course you are going to have items that are individually priced in them as well, and this is one of those that I just had to pick up. Check out this Halo Reach never before used headset for a Xbox 360. They even had a white original Xbox CIB on top of the junk rack. To be completely honest with you guys, this is one of the best junk sections I've seen in a really long time. It's not every day you walk into a store and see absolute stacks of outdated old consoles. But it wasn't just the first row, they go further back too. There are so many consoles at this store. Now it's time to go ahead and dive straight into the junk showcases. Last time I was here, I picked up a copy of Pokemon Leaf Green American for just 5,500 yen. That's an $150 US game. That's right guys, I got a copy of a game that's worth 22,000 yen or more for just 5,500 yen here at this store. If you want to watch that vlog, I'll drop a link down below for that here in the description of this video, and I'll tag it in at the end. But right here's where I found that copy of Leaf Green with the other English titles. Here's another tip. A lot of y'all guys come to Japan with phones that are carrier locked back to your home country. If you need an iPhone, you can often get one here in the junk section that is Japan region that works in Japan for less than $100. Today I didn't end up finding anything in the junk showcases that I couldn't live without, but I am for sure gonna get this Halo headset. Check out this cheap DJ board too. You can really find some incredible deals here for just about anything. I mean, a Harman Kardon. Luckily I made this additional lap in the junk section because here is that DS box I was talking about from earlier. I'm super stoked that I was able to pick this up to complete that DS. Before I go check out for the items that I've gathered today, I want to go take a quick glimpse at the guitar section. I am a guitarist, I enjoy playing instruments, so that is one section I do love to check out at these stores. I did end up seeing this Supreme showcase on the way to the guitar section too, and that's pretty sick because it's not every day you see Supreme showcases here in Japan. Since I did vlog this store just a few videos back, I'm not going to go too in depth with the guitar section, but I'm super glad that I have found what I came in here to buy today, and I'm going to show you a few of my favorites. You see that Flying V, you got this Yamaha right here, and then boy, that Wildcat is super sick to me. But perhaps the craziest guitar of all, one I've never seen before, had to be this Roland right here. Another thing that Nintendo DS was missing was a charger, so let me go ahead and pick up a charger. That way I can throw it together with this box and I can get a complete in-box Nintendo DS ready to go. The chargers on this wall were a bit more expensive, so I did end up getting one from the junk section with the blue band. That means it's just 550 yen. Before purchasing an expensive item at a hard off store, do not hesitate to ask the employee if you can expect the item before you make your purchase. Just make sure you're being considerate and you're not blocking the line if there's anybody behind you. Although this copy of Pokemon Red has definitely sustained a little bit of box damage in its time, it's not that bad, so I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. And that's going to bring us to the end of today's video. If you'd like to see more videos from Japan, please go ahead and check these out and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!